Welcome to Living in Beauty. It's Wednesday, January 25th, 2023, day 2382 on the road, and we're still in California. Alaska, land of myth and mystery. It's Shangri-La, Xanadu, and Turn-on-Og. It's through the looking glass, where the crawdads sing, the fortress of solitude, and beyond the wall. Before the cruise ships found it, getting to Alaska was a hero's journey of purpose and destiny, a trek that required talent, experience, superior genes. Getting there and back is like dancing on stairs. If you don't pay the Alcan tax, losing an axle, windshield, your pride or your stride, then you're one lucky duck. Romanticize Alaska, and she'll break your heart. Idealize her, and she'll out you as a fool. Alaska doesn't play truth or dare, because that would imply that your pitiful ego is worth her time. Truth is, Alaska'd just as soon kill you as look at you. She's crazy beautiful, but make no mistake, engagement on her terms is undeniably coherent, logical, and uncomplicated. "Look at me," she says. "Hear me out." And at first glance, there's nothing there. But that's because there's so much there. Our inferior perception needed time to acclimate. Alaska's all about layers, piled upon layers. Once you begin to see them, it's like having eyes for the first time. In the beginning, the free-ranging sun caught us off guard as it moved across the tundra, flanked by a Bob Fosse chorus line of long-legged stratus clouds. The show literally never stopped, because here, darkness had been conquered. Even from the roadside, you can identify layers of forest, lava domes, flow deposits, shield volcanoes, stratovolcanoes, glacial ice, and several different climates. Alaska's layers extend into the culture. We marveled that for thousands of years, Alaskans have engineered a fragile truce with this volatile place. Against all odds, Alaskans joyfully weave a proud legacy into the elements, charm the land, and reap reward. We may call it survival, but Alaskans, they call it joy. Alaska is layers. Layers of soul, mystery, sorrow, heroism, ambition, and long-lost dreams. The vastness overwhelms. Alaska is bigger than we envisioned. Even while outfitted with GPS and maps, this was a labyrinthine journey. The majority of the 77-mile, 3-hour drive from Chicken to Tok is on the Taylor Highway. A combination of pavement and graveled dirt, the 64 miles to the Alaska Highway Junction was in slightly better condition than the top of the World Highway. Still, legions of potholes forced us to the wrong side, and the snow heaves prompted frequent stops to consider our options. On an Alaskan round trip, Tok is the only village overlanders will see twice, once upon arrival and again on the way out. Remote, quiet, low-key. The residents here live the subsistence lifestyle, hunting moose, bear, rabbit, grouse, and ptarmigan. First, we watched the rig. Then we pulled into the friendly, clean, and hospitable refuge, Tundra RV Park. After settling in for a 3-night break from the road, we made time for Fast Eddies and their world-famous spruce soda and fried mushrooms. Later, we stopped in for a nightcap at the Tundra Bar. Well, how lucky can you get? Earl, the honorary mayor of Tok, treated us to a complimentary moose call. Fully rested and ready for adventure, we moved on to Golconda. This was one of our favorite fee-free overnight destinations. As guests of the Atna Athabascan villagers, we had a glorious Alaska experience on this wild and scenic river. We arrived early to ensure a spot on the shore of the Golconda River at the site of the old Golconda village in the Copper River Basin. Between Tok and Golconda, we could have enjoyed the entire season. But the next morning, we had to pull ourselves away and move on to Wrangell St. Elias National Park. The largest national park in America, Wrangell St. Elias, is 13.2 million acres with several visitor centers. Due to poor road conditions, the rangers didn't recommend driving into the park. Heavy rain was projected for the next few days, so we just attended a ranger talk, watched a film about the park, took a stroll around the grounds, and explored the museum. We stopped at Copper Center, intending to have lunch at the Old Town Copper Center Inn and Restaurant, but with the virus on the loose again and no open-air dining option, we skipped lunch and took a quick tour of the museum, which had recently opened after a 2-year closure. While in the museum, it began to rain heavily, so we moved on to our first coastal village destination, Valdez. We had a 5-day reservation on Prince William Sound. On the way in, we could barely see what we were missing. In fair weather, the 117-mile drive through the Chugach Mountains on the Richardson Highway into Valdez must be spectacular. We hoped to see some of this area under clear skies on our way back. For 5 days, the rain never let up, but thanks to the Lulu Bell, our Valdez experience at Bear Paw RV Park wasn't a total loss. Jim had a fascinating, though wet and miserably cold, day on the water. During a brief break in the rain, we took a self-guided walking tour around the village. Soggy, cold, and exhausted from days of mud, fog, and travel fatigue, we drove over to the other side of the bay to fetch dinner like pros at Peter Pan Seafoods. Jim seasoned our locally sourced salmon with some California sunshine, and we closed our eyes and thought of a warm, dry Southwest day. And the magic worked. What a happy surprise! Our adventurous San Diego friends, Ben and Ruth from An American Stream, happened to see us drive by. Later, we met up on a heated patio to exchange Alaska stories over cocktails and watch the news about the historic heat wave of 2022. Cheers. Here's to roughing it in the great North in the good old summertime. Alaska is from an Aleut word, Alyeska, which means that which the sea breaks against. Those words attend to a bundle of conflicted feelings and impressions I gathered about Alaska. Futility and bliss, expanse and limitations, and yes, as Ben puts it, the agony and the ecstasy. Alyeska also describes that electric thrill when some indescribable beauty so arrests my heart's imagination that it ups and tries to muscle past my fear and bone, determined to press on and go before me, lashing against my chest as if it can fly. Go aloft, take wing. Thank you for joining us at Living in Beauty. If you like this post and want to be notified when a new one is released, please enter your email address and click the follow button at the bottom of this page. For more info, check out our travel maps and facts. Okay, that's it for now. Safe and happy travels. Until next time.